Good evening, everybody. Helen here, and tonight I'm doing my safety video. Looking back to my BSW, actually cannot recall a time when that was an issue. Even though I was doing home health, and I did have my own clients, I really never had any time when I really felt unsafe doing home visits. So I'm going to talk about an incident that could have escalated on my first visit with my supervisor on this placement. We had arrived at a home of a care recipient who was very demented, lives on her own, in a very unsafe area, and she was supposed to be receiving personal care services from an agency aide. Her nephew, who met us over at the house, had complained to the agency that they were not showing up to take care of his aunt. When myself and the supervisor arrived, the aide showed up 2 hours later than she should have, did not mention anything about providing any care, and had two adult males with her who sat outside on the porch. She claimed were her sons, and during the whole time she was there, she was very defensive, had a wonderful story to tell us about how she was taking care of this lady and had got herself involved with the lady's financial situation, had changed her account, taken her to the bank to change her account because people were stealing her money. She'd had her sons change the locks. She obviously had not done any taking care of the house in any way, the refrigerator, the kitchen, the whole house was very dirty. No one had been doing anything, and the lady herself was very unkempt. And during this visit, she didn't mention one time about providing any care. She did let it slip that today was the day that the lady's social security check was arriving in the bank. Myself and the supervisor were very uneasy about the whole situation. My supervisor let her know, and I echoed her, that we were very concerned that this lady was an accident waiting to happen and really needed to be placed. The reason I'm talking about it is because the whole time the door was open, the porch door, the main door was open, the screen door was there, and these two were out on the porch the whole time. They claimed to have arrived to cut the lady's grass, which just was not true. So the outcome of that was that we made a report. Well, my supervisor made a report to APS, and the granddaughter became involved. The agency was called, and so hopefully this lady now is in a situation where she is going to be placed in assisted living. But we did both feel uneasy after we discussed it at the end of the visit. So my placement is with Mid Carolina Agency on Aging. They're based out of the old courthouse downtown in Fayetteville, North Carolina, but our clients are visited in the home. So the safety concerns are to do with, obviously going out on home visits. So I notice when I'm driving up about the area, I park the car where I know I can, easily get out. Make sure I wear comfortable clothing, flat shoes. Do not take my purse or any personal belongings into the home with me. My cell phone is in my pocket. And so they're things that I always practice when I go on home visits. Looking at the NASW urgency of social worker safety, I was quite alarmed to see that 44% of mental health and childcare workers face safety issues. I knew that they did, but the actual percentage was a surprise to me. Also on the safety video, some very important points were made, I think, on being aware of a situation escalating, looking for the early warning signs, reporting anything, making sure your supervisor is aware that you felt uneasy on a visit. The other points that were brought out as well, I meant to say, on the NSW webpage, where the OSHA reports that more assaults occur to healthcare workers and social workers than any other profession. And I think that, more than any profession, we do use ourselves, and that's that's always been the case, but it's certainly not enough when it comes to safety. More states, I really believe, have to have safety guidelines. I feel this is very important. Anyway, I hope you all have a safe rest of the week, and I'll speak to you soon.